Welcome to Tasting Wine, all my wine lovers. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're not new, welcome back. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe button and notification bell button so you'll be notified of my next video. Today, we're going to be trying Alpha Omega. So the first time that I heard about this wine was in the news. One of our California senators had some investment in the winery. So one weekend when we were out wine tasting, I thought, let's stop in, but we actually didn't get a reservation that day, so we actually didn't go. And the second time was my husband had a work trip, and it was a weekend work trip, and we had stopped at this winery, and we had actually tasted some of their varieties. We didn't try this one, but we did enjoy the wine, and we didn't buy it at the time because it was like a little too pricey for our pocketbooks. We had just bought other wine from other wineries. So a little bit of the vintage notes that I found on this particular bottle, this 2018 Cabernet, is I'm going to read this to you. And it says here, dubbed a winemaker's dream vintage. Yay! The 2018 growing season in Napa saw a cooler than average temperature throughout spring and summer. And there was a ton of rain in the February that was followed by continuous days of sunshine. And it had no major heat spikes to contend with, and there was no need to rush and harvest these grapes. Cooler temperatures allowed us to pick when we wanted without stress. So the wine pickers, and they were in no rush, and there was no pressure to get these grapes picked because the weather, it just seemed perfect. And so the gift from Mother Nature translated to wines that not only have great concentration, that have major, amazing freshness as well. So let's try this wine and let's see if all these notes, the wine profile and the vintage notes, match up to what I'm about to taste. Let's get into this. So according to the winemaker notes, what I'm supposed to smell on the nose is violets, blackberries, cherry pits. It says cherry pits, worn leather, matchboxes, and dusty soil. So let's get right into this glass. Let me give it a little swirl here. Let's open this up again. Wonderful color, coats well. Anise, I smell anise on the nose. Blackberries. Believe it or not, I do detect dusty soil on the nose. Again, my wine's been opening up for over an hour, so this glass is just ripe for the senses right now. I do smell violets, blackberries. I don't smell cherry pits, but I can smell cherries. So let's drink it. It's the best part. Here we go. Cheers, bottoms up. Tannins. A mouthful of tannins. This is a good wine, but I do recommend to age it, let your bottle sit. This is gonna age well. So I'm gonna take one more taste and I'm gonna see if I can detect on the palate boysenberry, currant, the espresso, the barrel, the oak barrel on the palate, and all those wonderful things. So let me get past all the tannins that's just like in your face, and let me take another drink and see if I can detect the other stuff. Here we go. I can detect some of the berries and the oak barrel and all those wonderful things. It's all in here. That just basically means that those berries were picked at just the right time. It's a wonderful wine, and I would have to say that I would pick up a few more bottles of this and just let it sit in my wine fridge, and I would let it age, because these are amazing, amazing tasting wines, and it's something that you can pull out when you have friends over this summer, or you're having people over for dinner and you're serving some red meat. You know, it goes great with all those things. So it's about that time for all my returning viewers and all my new watchers. I'm going to share a little bit of history about this winery called Alpha Omega. Cheers. Robin and Michelle Baguette moved to Napa Valley in 2006 to found Alpha Omega. Robin began his career in 1988 as a grape grower, planting more than 750 acres of grapes, and in 1998 establishing Toloso Winery in San Luis Obispo. In the late 80s, Michelle began her multifaceted career in the development of hospitality brands before she created the name, brand, and vision of this venture together, Alpha Omega. Born and raised in Salinas, following 5 generations of Texas heritage, Robin attended Cal Poly on a baseball scholarship. In 1998, he was inducted into Cal Poly Athletic Hall of Fame, and in 2001, Cal Poly's new baseball stadium was named after him. His 40-year career as an attorney includes an 8-year stint as general counsel to the NBA's Golden State Warriors. A Georgia native, Michelle's career designing 5-star hotels landed her in Beverly Hills and then Honolulu as a senior designer for 2 of the world's leading international hotel architectural firms. Her hospitality development background then led her to a position on Hawaiian Airlines marketing team, and thereafter into a marketing and public relations firm in San Luis Obispo. Alpha Omega produces wine from estate-owned vines and various grape sources located in numerous appellations in the Napa Valley. It is the complex blending of all these divergent grape sources that help produce the variety of wines they make today. In Spring Mountain, they obtain Merlot, Petit Verdot, and Cabernet Franc. In St. Helena, the purchased fruit from Beckstoffer Vineyards. On Howell Mountain, they obtain Cabernet Sauvignon and Petit Verdot, and in Rutherford, aside from vines they own, planted to Sauvignon Blanc and Semillon, they also purchased Cabernet Sauvignon from Beckstoffer, Saucroche, and Esker Vineyards, as well as a small amount of grapes from Yountville. Stagsley, Mount Vedir, Oak Knoll, Atlas Peak, Caneros, Coombsville, and James Canyon, Wild Horse Valley, and Oakville, which is the source for their top wines. Thanks for watching, and here's to tasting wine.